in the command center. Where are you? Oh, hi.
Oh, I'm hiding. Come find me.
Found you. Boop.
Oh no.
Are you in creative or like adventure?
I'm in creative.
Okay, I'm also in creative. I want to make sure I was supposed to be. Lesson 1.
Lesson 1, Introduction to the Artemis. How do we start it? I think we have to adventure.
Oh! You left click.
And then I got it.
Welcome to the Artemis Rocket Build World. I'm here to tell you about the Artemis missions. NASA is going to land the first woman and person of color on the moon as part of these missions. They will use new technologies to explore more of the moon than ever before. What? NASA will also work with other companies and countries to set up a permanent base on the moon. What we learn from our time on the moon will help us send astronauts to Mars for the first time. Why are we going back to the moon? Why is NASA sending people there again? Click below to find out. When you're done, move on to the next section to learn how to build rockets. Should we want to start with Discovery? Discovery. NASA is using what it has learned from exploring space for more than 50 years to explore the moon with Artemis?
Artemis. Like the Greek god.
Yeah. NASA will build a long-term presence at the moon and an outpost in orbit around the moon called Gateway.
I just realized something.
What?
Okay, so within Greek mythology, Artemis and Apollo are twins. They've had Apollo missions, and they're now having Artemis missions.
I love that. I love that for them, honestly.
Economy! I'm excited.
Artemis missions will create new jobs and industries on the moon and help people learn new skills. Inspiration. We will explore more of the moon than ever before with the help of other companies and countries. We will also inspire people to learn more about space. We are the Artemis generation. Done? Oh, yeah. You completed my lesson. Go through the door and learn about how a rocket works.
You know, this is different.
Teacher! Oh. Before we start building our own rocket, let's talk about the basics. Are you ready?
I won't do it. I don't have a text box yet.
Right click on it.
So, fun fact, I can't do that. If I right click, it brings up a different dialog box.
What dialog box do you have?
Hit next, see what pops up in there. Because it did last. Okay.
Is it good now? Engineers?
No.
Oh, I'll just read out loud.
Read it for me. Just read it for me.
Engineers use special laws called Newton's laws to understand how forces work and make sure rockets fly properly. These laws were first written down by a scientist named Sir Isaac Newton a long time ago, but they're still very important for rocket engineers today. Do you want to know more?
No! Damn it!
Yay! Do you want to know more about Newton's laws and find out how they help us build rockets? Let's find out. First law.
I hate Newton's laws.
Ooh, she's holding a 1. Objects like to stay still or keep moving unless something else makes them change. For example, if our rocket is...
Motion must stay in motion unless acted upon by an outside force. Woo, I'm smart.
Second law time! Did you know that how fast an object moves or changes direction depends on how heavy it is and how hard it is pushed? This is called Newton's second law of motion. If we want to make a rocket go faster, we can either make it lighter or push it harder. Third law!
Every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
Yeah!
I don't know the second one, but I know the first one and the last one.
So the second one's the hard one because it's stupid. It's basically the first and the last one mixed together. I think we're good now. Yeah? Next?
Sure. I did basically just loudly scream Newton's laws.
If your mom was home, she'd probably be like, what?
My baby's learning.
It learns.
Let me out!
Let me in!
I'm breaking the doors. I broke the doors. Took too long, I broke the doors.
We're still going through and reading!
I broke the doors.
When we're building and flying rockets, it's important to think about the different forces that will be acting on it. These forces can push or pull the rocket in different directions. Some forces are stronger than others. Sorry,
really
there's
glad.
just
I'm
a
gonna
button
go
that says
screen for
thrust.
myself.
There's a button that says thrust.
Mhm.
For example...
You do know why, right?
What?
You do know why, right?
Yeah! It's just funny
Okay.
to have a button labeled thrust. For example, the force of gravity is always pulling the rocket down to the ground. The rocket's engines create force called thrust that can push the rocket up into the sky. To make sure a rocket flies the way we want it to, we need to think about how all these forces will affect it. Let's look at weight.
I hate it.
Weight is basically mass dependent on gravity. Let's be real here. Weight is the force of Earth's gravity on an object. Yeah, okay, thrust. Thrust. Thrust is the force that makes the rocket move. It's created by the rocket's engines and pushes the rocket. Next. We want to build a rocket that can fly all the way to the moon. The moon is really far away, so we need to make sure our rocket goes fast enough to get us there. We also need to make sure we have enough rocket fuel to power the rocket.
Sorry, I'm dying over here.
Oh, okay, don't. That's because the rocket needs to go fast enough to escape the Earth's gravity. Gravity, blah, 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 blah. After we learn velocity, direction, and speed. Yep, delta V. I'm not reading that. You've completed my lesson. Go through the next door and learn. Blah, 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 blah.
Wait. Hey, wait, look at me. I sit.
We sit.
Anyway. Yeah, look, I broke the doors.
Yeah, I saw.
I got impatient, so I broke the doors.
I don't like reading. Should we just skip through all these and get to the end?
No, I'm excited!
Do you want to read them?
I can't. I physically can't. They're not showing up.
I wanted to make a joke about you being dyslexic, and then I figured you wouldn't like that. Okay, we now know about forces on a rocket, velocity, and delta V have a lot of stuff to bring with that. We have, wow, I forgot that, I just glossed over that period. We have a lot of stuff to bring with us, so our rocket is going to be pretty heavy. She thick. Remember, not only do we need to bring our spaceship, astronauts, and enough fuel to launch our rockets, we also have to bring enough fuel to get back. A rocket with more mass will speed up more slowly, so we're going to need a lot of fuel. Humans have been experimenting with rockets for thousands of years. Early propulsion engines were developed in Greece around 400 BCE. The first two rockets were created in China about 800 years ago.
Breaking things.
Stop breaking things. Over the years, rockets have taken on many shapes. The fuel burnt in these rockets can be liquid or solid. Let's look at liquid first.
My brain is solid.
Unearth many... Oh! There's like a bucket that has like... Oh! Okay, sorry.
Ow.
Sorry.
Sorry, not you. No, I hit my toe.
Oh, okay.
My toe.
On Earth, many cars on the road are powered by engines that convert liquid fuel into energy to produce motion. You may be familiar with some forms of liquid, such as petrol, kerosene, diesel, and alcohol.
Petrol.
Petrol!
I had to. Petrol.
A rocket will be partially powered by liquid
UK is
hydrogen.
quaking.
Solid. What?
UK is quaking.
Facts. With solid fuel, you don't have to fill up the tank right before launch. A solid rocket can sit for years before firing. The solid rocket fuel can be used in Artemis. Artemis. A rocket
Artemis.
is called
It's
PBA.
spelled.
Polybutane acrylonitrile. Don't worry, we'll make you say that 3 times fast. Good. Let's take a closer look at the parts of... Go on.
Hey, wait, can we put a pause on this? I have to leave the world because I've created my sister, remember?